Welcome Virgo for your monthly forecast for April for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please also click on the bell notification symbol so you get my updates. Well, this month gives you an awesome opportunity to really indulge your passions. But this may require you to be open to the prospect of change. Change is something that some people are very happy to think about, others sometimes a bit more resistant. Now, whatever your personal circumstances are, what this month gives you in the first week is an awesome opportunity to use your natural powers of discrimination to focus on something that really needs you to be very precise and thorough, but once you've really addressed that issue, it's going to free you up to be much more open to new possibilities. Now, Jupiter and Pluto are in an awesome alliance all through this month. Of course, they were together last month from the 9th, and then Mars came into the picture in week 3, which may have seen you feeling particularly passionate or enthusiastic about something that really excites you. But as you come into this new month, there's no doubt about it, the Sun is asking you to think carefully about your longer term resources and financial planning and anywhere where you're closely aligned with another person. But also, Mercury, your ruler, and Neptune continue in your sector of relating. And because Mercury has gone through that retrograde and isn't at its best in the sign of Pisces, it is possible that you are thinking very carefully about a particular relationship or how you relate to others in general. Now, by the time we get to the full moon, which occurs on the 8th in the sign of Libra, which of course is all about balance, you are asked to think carefully about your expenditure. But before that, you get a glorious opportunity on the 4th and for a 4-month period to really use your personal contacts and your charm and personality in order to increase your business prospects, your chance of raising your profile, doing better in terms of your professional situation, as much from who you know as much as what you know. So people are at the heart of any organisation. However much we use artificial intelligence or robotics come in, it still will be people that drives it. And your ability to develop good contacts diplomatically with important individuals is really going to be highlighted from the 4th for 4 months as Venus works its way through the sign of Gemini. Now, Venus likes being in Gemini. Maybe it is a little bit flirtatious here, but it's certainly not lacking in personality, and there's lots you can gain through you using yours to its fullest extent. Now, that full moon in the sign of Libra, which is about balance, obviously is in opposition to the Sun in your 8th house, which is about those longer term finances and those deeper bonds. The 2nd house is how you feel about yourself. And because there is a square with Jupiter and Pluto on this particular full moon, if there is somebody that you are attracted to hugely or you're involved with, I think the message of this full moon is not to try to win anyone over with grand gestures and being over generous. It's very important to stay true to your own values. Mercury, your ruler, moves on the 11th into the sign of Aries. It links with Chiron, the comet, the wounded healer. So if there is some work to be done in terms of your joint resources or savings or pensions, this can be a very good time to think carefully about it, even talk to someone who's very knowledgeable and an expert. In week 3, indeed, Mercury is forging a brilliant angle to Mars. So if you did want to grapple with the nitty-gritty of your finances, that would be a fine time to be having discussions, receiving information, doing research, because you're going to have it all tied down in your own inimitable way. But on the 20th of this month, we get that huge opportunity to bring in this change agenda, because the sun moves into your sister earth sign of Taurus. This triplicity is really good for you. It's about growth, it's about adventurism, it's about individuality in some ways. It is about being a bit more risk-taking, not to a hardy degree, but certainly to the point of actually making your life more interesting and spontaneous and not so predictable. And talking of predictability, on the back of the new moon, which occurs on the 23rd, this embraces the vibe of Uranus, which has since May 2018 been pushing you to expand your horizons, be more open-minded about where you would visit on holiday, the type of interests you have, the type of people that you will interact with. But Uranus is a very dazzling energy, and the 9th house can be about truth and philosophy. So it is possible that you could have a heart-to-heart with someone towards the end of this month, where they may surprise you a little bit about what their views are, but equally you can surprise others by being much more frank about your belief systems and the ideas that you have. Pluto does go into a retrograde on the 25th, which it will be in until the 3rd of October. So when it comes to anything that you are wanting to be more speculative around, whether it is a business project, whether it is a relationship, whether it is a hobby or interest, just be aware that a lot of the answers, if you do come up against any obstacles, will come from within yourself. And change, and being open to change, is part of what can help you to deal with that too. But then your ruler moves on the 28th into the sign of Taurus as well, joins up with Uranus, and I think you could find yourself very, very restless if you find yourself wanting to dash off and do something without too much planning. Even if you're someone who's usually meticulous about these type of things, it wouldn't be a surprise, because just breaking out of your normal confines can be so uplifting, so exciting for you, whether it's taking a different route to work, whether it's watching different TV programs, whether it's investigating learning a foreign language, a musical instrument, joining a club that can challenge you in some kind of intellectual way, would be a real smart thing to do. So as this month draws to a close, the potential to make changes is really going to bring you to life. Now, if you are someone who gains great satisfaction and comfort from routines and familiarity, this may sound a little bit challenging. And I really respect that, because I love my routines, I love my home life as well. But sometimes it is good to just think, no, that was the plan. I'm actually going to book a day off work, schedule something completely off the cuff, and just dash off and do it, whether it's going off to see a museum, whether it's spending time with a friend you haven't seen for a while, connecting with people from different cultures. These kind of things can really bring a sense of feeling alive and stimulated. So it's a great opportunity to bring a much more individualistic, much more freedom-loving vibe to your dedicated approach to life, because you are a giver and you're often looking out for the needs of others. You can be self-sacrificing, and your ability to organize all the details is awesome. But give yourself the gift that the planets are sharing with you, Virgo, and that is just to live in the moment and just do things that really take your fancy. It really will be enlivening. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly horoscope forecast. I'd love it if you would subscribe to my monthly magazine and my regular mail-outs, which are high quality astro journalism. You can also get your free daily horoscope within this emailed to you each day. Then again, if you'd like to have a one-to-one with me, or order your personal 12-month forecast and character analysis and get 30% off them, please see the links beneath this video. But for now, good luck and goodbye.